What is going on, guys? Carter here with Edge Mindset. Got another unboxing for you. Sorry we're so close up. It's not that we're that zoomed in. It's the fact that this box is really big because what we have inside is something really cool. I think you guys are going to think it's cool. I know it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, or at least some parts of it, but I have a feeling that it'll be cool enough that most people will dig this one. That's what I'm hoping anyways. It's actually two knives, or should be two knives, coming from a custom knife maker named Roger Pearson, who owns a company called Savage Creature Tools. Savage Creature Weapons and Tools, something like that, I think is the full name. Apologize for not getting that right. I'll link everything down below. I'll put his Instagram in case you are interested in picking anything up. But let's take a look at these. These are so cool. I'm really excited about it. He sent me a video, or at least I saw a video of the finished products, and I'm pretty excited about it. Pretty excited about it. All right, let's pick this guy right here. Unwrap this. It's full of cellophane. In fact, maybe I will pause it, and maybe not. We're so close. We're so close, guys. We don't need to pause. The next one, I will make sure and skip the unwrapping process. So, first, you're going to notice this really big coffin-shaped box that is custom painted with his logo. I think the RP for Roger Pearson, probably. Very, very cool. Like, he is definitely on the kind of presentation tip on these. Here is the first one. Let's see what we got here. So this is the Masako. Here is the date of birth card. Here's the year it was created. He does a wax seal with his logo, which is so cool. This is all handwritten. Savage Creature, Masako. 1084, I think, is the steel. And this is kind of like, in my opinion, I think this is the flagship model for him. What else do we have here? Oh, we got a cool keychain. That is the official icon for the company. That's his dog right at the top there, and you can see the logo right there with the two knives. Very, very cool. Made out of leather. We've got a plastic bloody finger. He loves to throw in fun stuff like this. We got a cockroach, and then we've just got some black padding in there that matches the knife inside, and here it is. We've got a Kydex sheath. We've got a leather belt loop right there so that you can carry this, and I believe it's called Scout Carry, right? Or, of course, you can affix whatever carrying method you want to put on here, however you want to carry this. Let's open this bad boy up. Wow, this is absolutely stunningly cool. Semigawa rayskin underneath right there. It's wrapped in paracord, or actually maybe just lace. I'm not sure if that is paracord. Beautifully wrapped in a very kind of a katana style right there with the diamond pattern. You've got it looping through at the end. Nice little butt loop through there. And then he puts a hardening agent on there too. So everything is completely affixed, right? You can't move this around. And I got to say, that is really, really grippy. It's thin, like it's not super wide. But it fits in my hand very, very well. You can also do custom versions where he puts, I forget what it's called. My Japanese terminology and katana terminology is slipping. I used to know what everything on a katana is, but the little ornamentation that you can put underneath here, you can get that done as well. Let's take a look at this beautiful blade. Holy shit. Look at that tip. Look at that tip. That is probably the pointiest, sharpest tip I have on any knife I've ever owned. That is like a needle tip. This is a defensive weapon, right? Primarily, this is for self-defense, reverse grip, saber grip, hammer grip. It's sharpened on the top. It's sharpened on the bottom. Roger is really into like self-defense and knife fighting. So a lot of his designs exemplify that, right? So, you know, it's meant for push cutting, slashing, but then also coming back and doing devastating blows as well. Some of his knives are a little more utilitarian than others. This one is very much a fighting style knife. You can see his logo right there. He does some really cool stuff with textures. There's a number of makers out there that are doing this style of simple knife, right? I don't know who came first. I don't know who pioneered it. I know Tracker Dan with the Blood Shark kind of started the trend of kind of the quote-unquote shiv style fixed blade, right? The very simple, purpose-built, no frills fixed blade. But a lot of people have taken that sort of concept and really pushed it, and that includes Roger here, because this is some amazing work. And what's cool about makers like this, he's been active making knives on Instagram for a couple of years now. And you can just see how he has improved dramatically on his whole journey. Like, if you go back on his Instagram and look at his first knives, you know, compared to what he's doing now, it's really, he's come a long way, and it's really cool to see. All right, let me go grab the other one. I'm going to grab the other one. I'm going to get it unwrapped so we can just open it up. All right, here it is. And I forgot to do the usual disclaimer. I just don't think of it. This was purchased by me. I reached out, I found him, and I placed an order like anybody else would place an order. No deals, no discounts, no speedy type things. I'll get some info after this video on how long his books are, ordering process, things like that, in case you want to know what that's like. Obviously, it's best just to reach out to him, but if you want some sort of basic guidance on it. So this is the Hemlock V2. Once again, everything else is the same. We've got the logo there, and we've got the usual, the same stuff. Cool. So we got the keychain, we got the finger, we got the cockroach, everything you need with a knife. This is the Hemlock V2. And what's cool about this, a couple things are cool about this. One is I believe this is the first time he's done this shade of blue. He has done blue ones in the past, but this one I think is the first time he's done the shade of blue. And when I ordered this, I believe this was only the second or third that he's made of this model. So very, very cool. Got that logo on the back and on the front. Let's open this guy up. Look how wicked that is. A lot of similarities between this and the Masako. Very defensive oriented. This one also has just a killer needle tip right there. You can see all the grind lines. Absolutely cool. Really, really neat. Wow, this one is super, super comfortable. Fits the hand really, really well. You've got this thumb choil right there. But like I mentioned before, these knives are very simplistic, right? They're very purpose-built. They are meant as defensive-oriented weapons primarily, and this exemplifies that to the T. His textures are just really, really cool. He does a really good job. Both of these knives that I got are basically catalog knives, right? They are not quote-unquote custom versions. So it's kind of interesting, you know, whenever you talk about knives and you talk about, let's pull out the Masako here. I don't know why I put that away. Let's compare them side by side. You also can get an idea what the difference in sizes are. Whenever we talk about knives and like custom knives, mid-tex, it's all so confusing and bizarre. So, you know, a lot of people would consider these custom knives because these are handmade. He makes them. He cuts them out. He does his own heat treat. He does all the finishing, the grinding, the visuals. He does the wrapping. Like, he makes these knives by hand. He makes these cases, or at least he finishes these cases, all the stuff. He makes them, right? So most people would say that it's a custom knife. But in his world, these are really more catalog knives, right? They're just standard. Here's his model with all the basic stuff. What he considers a custom knife is when you do anything in addition to this. So like I mentioned, putting on the little charm underneath here, maybe a custom wrap, maybe custom finish or a different finish. Ooh, I gotta be careful not to cut myself on the top there. I keep forgetting it's sharpened. Engraving, you know, anything else above that, he will consider that as a custom, and then he'll mark the card as custom, or at least that's what I've gathered based on what I've seen from him. I am regretting a little bit that I should have gone a little bit more intense with these. I was just so excited to get on his books that I kind of said, yeah, I want these two models, and we just started rolling, and I didn't really think about the fact that I probably should have, you know, threw a couple more bucks at him and had him do something a little bit extra on these. But that just means I'm going to have to place another order here soon and make that happen. This blue is really, really cool. I asked for kind of like a dirty blue, right? I didn't want pastel blue or navy blue or normal blue. I wanted something a little more muted, and I think I achieved exactly that here. So this one has twill, black twill instead of Semigawa. So a little bit different than what's on the Masako here, which is a little more Asian themed, even though it still has the diamond wrap, which is very much katana handle-esque. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful blade. I'm loving these. Let me know down below, what do you guys think of these knives? Do you think they're cool? I think they're way cool. Comment down below, would you carry something like this, buy something like this? Let me know. I'll post his info down below if you want. Oh, I was going to go over the ordering stuff. So when I ordered these about a month and a half ago, his wait time was about a month. That's how far he was out. I'm assuming that that's within the ballpark of where he is now. It might be a little bit longer, depending on how many people have come through and what his schedule looks like. But it's not super long right now. I have a feeling his wait times are going to continue to grow as more and more people buy knives from him. But as it stands right now, the wait times are not that crazy. He asked for a 50% deposit and then the other 50% upon completion. Some people are cool with that. Some people are not cool with that. It's up to you to make that decision, but that's what he asked for. He communicated the whole time, and he was actually 100% on time with delivering these two knives. He didn't go over in his estimated time, so that's always a plus too, right? Very common in the knife world with custom knives that you order. The original estimated time is very rarely ever ends up being the actual time. So yeah, and I think that's about it. He's a great guy to work with. He has a Facebook group. You can go check that out. He's on Instagram, like I mentioned. Really cool dude. Really nice. Seems to be super honest, and he makes killer knives. All right, guys. That's it. I'm out. See ya.